We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome back. So today, I wanted to talk about something a little bit different. I want to talk about what do you remember about your childhood, something that actually captured your imagination when you were a kid, something that maybe to this day still stays with you. There's quite a few things from my childhood, and it's a whole list of different things, from songs to toys and shows, things that I have never really completely let go of. Things that, pretty much make me who I am. Now, it could be something as simple as, your favorite holiday. Maybe it was a certain holiday. Maybe it was like one special Christmas day or Christmas Eve that stuck with you, and it's one of those fond memories that you always seem to hold on to. And I think so many people today they let go of those moments, and they tend to forget about them or push them aside and say, the fancies of youth, something that's best to be forgotten or just pushed aside for whatever reason. I mean, it's never made much sense to me why people would want to let those things go, because those things from the past make you who you are. And if you try to deny that, you're only fooling yourself into believing that you're something you're not. I mean, I have never let go of Transformers, for one thing. I have made that abundantly clear quite a few times, and, I'll probably just post a few pictures of some of the stuff that I have, because it is quite ridiculous how many things I've recollected over the years, because my original collection was lost due to theft, and many comic books and everything else, but blah, 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 whatever. Don't really matter. So, what do you remember from your childhood? Something from your past, some special moment. I mean, it could have been anything. And those moments are so unique and so special to everybody. And if you don't really go back and think about those moments, I mean, you get lost in the mundane of your existence now. And it's stuff that maybe just agitates you now, or maybe things that, they just don't quite bring about that level of wonder and excitement that stuff from your childhood did. Have you ever just had a moment when you were sitting there and suddenly something triggered one of those memories from when you were a kid, and you look back on it with fondness, something that, you almost wish that you could go back and relive? I tend to look back, and there's certain songs that trigger those moments. Of course, going back over and watching some of the old cartoons, or maybe just looking at some of those old toys, or maybe even reading an old comic book that brings back the excitement of when I was a kid, when things were new and exciting, and things were, wide open. It was a serious fascination with what was coming next. I mean, when I was a kid, there were certain movies that were coming out. I couldn't wait to see them in the theater, and I just don't have that anymore. It's been lost with all the nonsense. I mean, you can blame all the politics and everything, and that is a big part of it, and all the agenda pushes and all the other nonsense that goes with it. But there's something that has just been lost over the years, and I guess in translation, where people have become so dependent on technology, and they have so much at their fingertips. At first off, they don't know how to use it, because people just claim all kinds of stupid shit, and they never do their research, and they pretty much just talk right out of their asses. But even without all that, I mean, there just seems to be something lacking, some sense of identity and self-worth that is just missing from today. I mean, I don't even know about how some of these younger kids deal with this kind of stuff. Like, my daughter doesn't, she has some memories of fondness for things in the past, but not quite as much as I do, obviously, because she doesn't really talk about them as much, where I might talk about them a little bit more, just because those things were so special. So what I want you to do now is I want you to think back to that time. Seriously, think back to a single moment. Just one. Just start off with one. What was it? Was it a show? Was it a movie? Was it a holiday? Was it a toy? Maybe it was just a whole toy line that you were super excited for when you were a kid. Maybe it was that next video game that was coming out that really had you excited. Let me know, what was your favorite moment from when you were younger? Leave it in the comments down below. Of course, if you like this discussion, you can go ahead and destroy that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you don't mind me blahing about something like this, it'll happen every once in a while. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I will catch you all next time. Later, y'all.